You're watching SEC Softball on SEC Network Plus. We welcome you to the 40 acres, the second-ranked Texas Longhorns. It's been a year full of milestones, a year full of firsts. Last weekend, their first weekend in the SEC. This weekend, their first time back at McCombs with SEC victories on the line. Great to have you with us, Lincoln Rose, along with the three-time Olympic.
Pitchers call him Whitey, so might have been giving Whitey tips on, hey, I got this arm that might be pretty good for you.
2-1 to Tresvik will be punched out to Maloney and right. That ball carries all the way to the warning track, but hauled in for out number one. Nice as Tresvik.
Us into the fact that Peralta had been on Texas's recruiting radar.
Caden Henry underneath that one, 2 away. Into conference play. Adams will pull this one down the line. That's a 2-out base hit. 12 inches inside that left field line, and it's going to be extra bases for Annalee Adams. KK McCrary. Obviously a wild pitcher, a pass ball, likely gives Auburn a lead here. Left side, nice snag by Good. Able to squeeze it on the fly. Auburn will strand a runner 60 feet away when we come back.
A little bit was just not being on base as much as she's used to. Not, I don't want to say not adapting to this level, but just truly accepting the outcomes.
Did we mention she's fast? This one towards the gap, back in center. Smith able to make the catch. The Austin, Texas native denies Henry extra bases and possibly even giving Texas a lead. Instead, it's out number one, Maloney having to hold it first.
Imagine she got the nod in this big game here in this type of atmosphere because of her experience.
They'll try to get two. They do get the lead out. Nice job by Haley Rainey. As Maloney is wiped off the base paths, 2 away. She's also climbing that career chart. And this one's set for a drive. History belongs to Reese Atwood. No Longhorn has brought home more teammates than the junior. Your career RBI leader at Texas.
Rainey gave her a drop ball inside, and you watch this. She goes right down and gets that a line shot just over the left field wall. Never know if those are going to be high and far enough, but on replay, that's plenty high. Reese Atwood absolutely demolishes that pitch.
In that outfield wall. Mitchell underneath this one, but it will continue to carry. Back-to-back blasts for Texas. Seventh trip around the bases on the year for Jolie Mitchell.
You see here this pitch 0-2 and just over the heart of the plate. Rainey knows it. You see her drop her head. Jolie Mitchell absolutely hammers that one dead center field too. That's how over 300.
Was 2 for 10 last weekend. A couple of runs and a walk mixed in. Left side, chance to get out of the inning. Peralta. But not before. Reese Atwood becomes your all-time RBI queen on the 40 minutes away.
There you go.
Somebody had already removed all the crops for the season. Back on topic. And a strikeout for Kavan. She's been entrusted with,
as you mentioned, got the big swing.
line right into the glove of Katie Bennett. 2 away. Could not lay off of it. Kavan with a couple of strikeouts after being entrusted with her first lead of the day. It's Texas looking for insurance when we come back. In
first base now because of her hot bat, but did not start the year out starting, but has been able to start SEC play really hot.
Tresvik lost it in the sun and then lost her footing. And all of a sudden, instead of a routine fly out to right, Katie Simmons is standing on third, presumably with a triple. Good. This should score a run, at least one. Tresvik, little chance at redemption with the catch, but not going to have enough arm to get Simmons. Sacrifice fly for Leanne Good for the first down of the second inning. It's 4-0 Longhorns.
Martinez is out for the season, and Leanne Good has slid over shortstop.
They'll call it a drop third strike and able to get her on the out. Nine-hole hitter able to get the free pass. And we're back to the top of the order, Ashton Maloney. And
Early trying to attack her first pitch strikes.
Runner going. It's a great jump, but the throw may have beaten her there. As Brockman with the toss to the right side of the bag, the tag from Roach in time. Texas does find insurance on the sac fly from Leanne Good to bring home.
On top of that, Chris Malveaux and Kate both were in Louisiana at University of Louisiana when the Lotifs were there, so they got to watch as that husband and wife duo also was able to make it work.
Rose Roach, the 8-hole hitter. First time she sees Kevon today, and first pitch she sees.
Touch the plate just a little bit, but Auburn not biting.
2-2 in on the handle, coming in and opting not to lay out for it. Caden Henry initially thought she was going to have a chance, but Abby Smith is on with a one-out single.
Was ready for it to hit the dirt. She was able to pick that up knowing that Auburn might be aggressive. Great throw down, because if Smith had keep going, Reese Atwood would have had her.
Big cut from Tresvik, who's down on strikes. Third strikeout for Kevon, % of the time. Mia Scott able to secure the out. So Abby Smith will be the runner left on for Auburn. They've stranded 2 today, still trailing Texas 4-0 here. Henry over to the right side. That'll get past Reese, the second baseman, into right. And just some execution issues.
As Mia Scott is one of the best in the game at that. Obviously hasn't had to use her base running prowess as much this season.
Throw down, and that's a rare moment. Caden Henry caught stealing. She was 16 for 16. And Rainey can just focus on the 3-hole hitter. Scott into the gap, extra bases. Would have brought home Henry. And instead, it's a double with one out for Mia. So that
shows Atwood that pitch.
Almost half of Atwood's career hits have been extra base hits that time. She'll be sent back to the dugout. So Chaley Clemens comes on. First batter she faces with a runner on second is Reese.
Pitch actually was called for her first strike. So knowing that Crochet was calling down there in the zone, have to be able to protect.
Boy, that almost hit Mitchell's bat behind her back. A wild pitch that allows Mia Scott to move down to third. This predicament. The 2-2 to Mitchell. Got her. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Chaley Clemens for the 2 batters that she faces, the 2 batters who happen to go deep back in the first.
There you see against Texas, only 4 runs a game. And 8.8, almost double that against everyone else.
Adams had the double back in the first. She'll be retired here. Katie Bennett over the glove of Simmons in time.
You can talk about Texas pitching staff. You can't look past their pitching coach. Basically come in the bullpen and talk pitching sometimes, but.
Well, we are having a parade of backwards Ks. This time, Tegan Kevon dipping into that well.
On Auburn side, but same location.
So here's Anna Wohlers in the 5 spot. She was the first of the now 4 strikeout victims for Kevon. This time around, the fly out to Stewart. That is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Tegan Kevon in this Texas defense. First and then a 4th run from Simmons in the 2nd inning. That did not hit the knob of the bat. So free pass for Stewart leading off the 4th. It caught her on some of that protective gear. 2-0 to Simmons. Chance for 2 out of the glove from Peralta. Roach and off the mark. It's going to be sending Simmons down to second on the fielder's choice in the air. Chance to look to see if Roach's foot was on the bag there at second, but it's about to be a moot point after this pitch is thrown. Ooh. As two batters hit this inning. And
across the plate. Possibly allow Quiroga to work a walk.
Well, a traditional threat of a double play ball has just disappeared as both runners advance. Simmons down to third, good. That'll do it. A pinch hit for Quiroga as Simmons comes home to score, and Quiroga with heads up base running. They don't hit a cutoff, so she'll head down to second. Texas still with runners on third and second, but
here comes in and does her job. This ball over the plate, she's able to pull that into the 3-4 hole, drive home Simmons, and you see the throw, as you mentioned, Lincoln, it doesn't hit a cut. She does pause right there as Brockman makes the fake, but as soon as she sees the throw one going in with the overthrow.
Well played by Maloney. Her second hit will bring home a couple of Longhorns. Play at the plate, not in time. Ashton Maloney scores both Leanne Good as well as Katie Bennett. It's another 3-run inning for Texas.
Well, with the infield in, Ashton Maloney just chops this right over the head of Peralta at shortstop. She knows she has no play on it. Coach White's gonna push the envelope, send Katie Bennett home. Regardless of the outcome there, Brian Crochet calling obstruction on
Broader of the inning. The first to see Tambora. Henry off the glove of the pitcher. For a moment there is gonna be look what I found for a quick out number 2. That's just not the way this inning has played out for Auburn, who had the double last inning. Runners on the corners for Texas, and it's about to be 2 in scoring position as they'll concede the stolen base to Henry, who was caught stealing for the first time all year long.
Puts the steal sign on.
Opposite field, back towards the wall, off the base of the wall. Hits the warning track. And it'll bring home 2 more Longhorns. Maloney and Henry back to the dugout. A 5-run bottom of the 4th for Texas. 2 more RBI for Mia Scott.
Ahead in the count, Mia Scott just puts a drive in this one. Outer half goes with it. This is right off the wall there in left field. The speed of Henry is going to score easily, and Mia Scott going ahead and putting herself in scoring position as well.
Innings to make it an even 50. And they had no interest in giving Atwood anything she could work with there.
And why she won't catch Reese Atwood, she just moved herself into 5th place on the career RBI record books. There's never a break, because after this, they go to Florida. Currently number 4, I think.
Mitchell will add to the hit parade for Texas. Bases loaded for Katie Stewart. Stewart barrels this one up, shoots it back to the wall, out of the glove of Smith. It would have scored 1. Instead, it'll score a pair, and there's still just 1 out here in the 4th inning. Abby Smith had it.
Katie Stewart takes this over the plate, down to the zone, but she goes down and gets it. Abby Smith, that would have been a tremendous catch. You see the ball just roll out of her glove. That would have been a highlight play by Abby Smith there.
To the inning here for Auburn, it is Emma Rolfe making just her 4th appearance of the year. 2 2/3 inning of work on her resume for the season. And Katie Stewart initially making a break, was not going to continue down to second, including once this inning. And the good times are going to continue for Texas. This will score a run, but a great job by Tresvik to get that second out on the fly. So Wallace comes home on essentially the sac fly from Simmons.
Well, Simmons puts a charge in this into right center, but Tresvik, a great jump, nice diving grab. Katie Stewart had to get back. She was off as if she was going to score. Good base running there. Texas does put another. Mac Morgan, 2 starts against Florida, has done a great job rolling ground balls for Texas.
That one snagged by Peralta, able to hang on to it for out number 3, but Texas brings 12 to the plate in the 4th inning, scoring so far. Cambria. Well played by Good. Plenty of arm to get it over to the glove of Simmons.
The freshman coming in reminds Coach White a lot of a combination of
and the two-time state powerlifting champion back in Kansas gets enough smoke on that one to power it past the glove of Good. It's past inning for the first 12 runs of the ball game. Roach sits back on this one and a base hit. The play at third, it's a decent throw, but Lessman, the pinch runner, goes from first to third, and Roach 2-2 over the right side. This will score a run. Lessman, the pinch runner, comes home running for Brockman. It's an RBI for Abby Smith.
Cam Salmon, this one too much over the plate, allows Smith to pull it up the middle. Katie Bennett was more in the hole, and that allows her to reach safely and garner the RBI.
Yeah, Smith, Mania, the transfer from Ole Miss. Her first collegiate hit was a home run. It's not going to need a base hit to bring a teammate home. Tigers have scored 2. And Smith goes down to second. And Roach has come all the way around. But still just one out for the pinch hitter Womack. Right side to Bennett. 2 away. Auburn's down to their final out. Tigers down to their final strike here in the 5th, trailing by 10. Shot out to Henry in center field. She says she has it, she does. Ball game. Texas off to a 3-1 start in their first go-round in the SEC.
Texas came out hot. Their bats still continuing to put pressure on the opposition. They got a great start, though, from the sophomore Tegan Cavan. When Tegan Cavan and Reese Atwood go, Texas goes, and they go in a big way.
It turns out to be, again, a historic day for the Texas program. Reese Atwood, with her 2-run blast in the first, becomes your all-time leader in career RBI at Texas. She'll look to add more the rest of this weekend.